Okay, I think we are good to go. So good afternoon, everyone. I'm Baz Kinder, Commercial Director at Wellington. And in today's session, I'm joined by Huma Kadri from Microsoft. Huma, would you like to say a quick hello?
Hi, everyone. I'm Huma Kadri, Project Specialist at Microsoft.
Excellent. And in today's Wellington 18-minute short, we're going to be covering the exciting world of licensing around the new planner. And we'll be highlighting what licenses you need based upon your role. But before we do, I'll provide a quick intro to Wellington, whilst Huma's going to shed some light on what the new planner is and when you can get your hands on it. I'll also provide an overview of how planner can be extended with the Power Platform to cater for the needs of the PMO and other Power users. So let's get into it now. And again, I'm going to start by providing a brief intro to Wellington. And we've been around since 2001. We've got offices in the UK, Ireland, Spain, India, the US now as well. And as you can see, we've managed to collect quite a few accreditations and badges over the last 20 or so years. And in particular, we're a Microsoft Gold partner with the project and portfolio management specialization. And we offer a wide variety of services, all spanning around project and portfolio management with a real focus on consultancy, technology, and training. You can read a lot more about our services, so please do head over to wellington.co.uk and take a look at the website. And whilst you're there, do also check out the multitude of case studies we have listed there. I think we've got in excess of 40. So again, we've worked with a really eclectic mix of organizations over the last 20 or so years. Lots of case studies available on the website, so please do check them out. But for now, we're going to be introducing the brand new planner. So Huma, I'm going to hand over to you to talk about this new exciting development.
Yeah, so I think we've had a lot of feedback from customers around task management using the various Microsoft tools. And at the moment, there's a few apps where you can do this. So you've got Microsoft To Do, Planner, and there's Project for the Web. They're all great apps to use for task management, but customers were getting a bit confused in terms of which app should I use. So what we've decided to do here at Microsoft is to simplify that experience for customers, and we are launching the new planner in mid-April. So what we're doing is we're bringing all the amazing features of Planner, To Do, and Microsoft Project for the Web into this single unified experience called Planner. So it's a simple, effective user interface. It's flexible, so there's, it gives you the flexibility of task management and your to-dos. It's scalable and it's intelligent because we're building AI capabilities into the new planner, which is very exciting going forward.
Yeah. Can't wait for the new Copilot integration. That's going to be a bit of a game changer, I think.
It is, yeah, definitely. So as I mentioned, mid-April is when the new planner is going to be launched. The public preview should be either launched right now or it will be mid-March in a few days' time. So if you want to get access to that, go to our website and you can find out details of how you can access the new planner experience. Later in 2024, we'll be launching the web experience. It will become generally available, and that's needed for the Accelerator Plus solution that you may have already. So yeah, I think the AI features are really going to be a game changer. It's going to help project managers really focus on the important tasks of running a project, and all that admin burden, I'm hoping, is going to be lifted off the shoulders of the PM.
Yeah, no, fully agree. And one of the things that I'm really excited about is, well, not excited about, but one of the things that I'm really happy to see is the fact that Planner and Project for the Web, they're converging into a single solution, because it can get a bit confusing.
Yeah.
Who should use Planner? Who should use Project for the Web? Well, now that confusion's gone because it's a single solution.
Yeah, exactly. So I think that's the best thing that we've done in terms of taking this product forward, and then it becomes our strategic platform for work management going forward.
So Huma, you talked about needing the web experience for an extended solution. So I'm going to take a few minutes to explain what an extended solution is. And to be honest, all of our customers have extended solutions. So to provide a bit more context around what this is, let's take a step back. So Planner is great for creating plans, but those plans typically do sit alone, which is fine for individuals and small teams. But PMOs, for example, need joiner views across portfolios. They need to access program views and so on. And thankfully, Planner is by design a bit like a Lego set. It's extendable with the Microsoft Power Platform. So we've created the Accelerator Plus, which is designed for PMOs and other enterprise users. And by the way, you can see the Accelerator Plus being demonstrated by heading over to our YouTube channel, or if you're already there, simply click on the link in the description below. But let's break this down further so that you get a better understanding of what the Power Platform adds to Planner itself. So out of the box, if you were to switch on Planner, formerly known as Project for the Web, you essentially get what's highlighted on the screen, and that is the ability to create plans and to add tasks. And of course, there's a bit more to it, which we'll see later when Huma comes on to that particular topic. But the essence of Planner is really to provide you with a scheduling engine to create and manage your tasks at the project level. And now the additional items you see appearing represent what you can get through an extended solution such as the Accelerator Plus that's built using the Microsoft Power Platform. And in a nutshell, you're getting a solution that's really designed to provide PMOs and the wider project teams with the enterprise features that they typically need. So for example, and I've already covered this by the way, but for example, the ability to create objectives and key results, access to the live portfolio views that we talked about. They're getting access to governance frameworks that then support and reinforce project life cycles. They're getting RAID logs and pretty much anything that they need beyond that. It's really, really flexible. And to help you to visualize this, I've got a few screenshots prepared on this slide. So this is bare bones Microsoft Planner. So there you can see a list of all the tasks in the middle. In fact, on this particular screenshot on the right hand side, we're also seeing a depiction there of what Copilot is looking like, and we can see what kinds of things it's doing. It's generating tasks as an example. But again, that is only an individual project plan. If we add on the Accelerator Plus, we put around it an entire wrapper. This is where we can link up the governance workflows, as you can see depicted at the top. We've got a series of options there as well. So we can, for example, capture summary level details around the project. We can capture business case information, financials. We can visualize the documentation. There's a whole heap of things that we add around Planner itself. And in fact, we can access the Planner plan by clicking on that task option there. But last but not least, we can also visualize the reporting through Power BI. Okay, let's move on and let's look at some of the licensing components. So to clarify, users that need to use Planner alongside an extended Power App such as the Accelerator Plus, they would need the relevant licensing plan, which Huma is going to cover off. I think it's on the next slide. In addition to that, you would also need the relevant Power App license. And for reporting purposes, you would also need Power BI. Don't worry, we're going to kind of wrap all of this up in a couple of slides to really help you visualize what a single user would need by user time. Now, the good news is that most enterprise organizations will probably already have access to the Power Platform and even some of the Planner or project licensing. So it's definitely worth having a chat with somebody in IT to find out what the licensing situation is and to determine whether or not you've already got the required plans in place. And it's simply then a case of getting the solution set up and configured and getting users trained up. One thing that I've not mentioned is Power Automate, and the reason for that is that the Power Automate licensing is already embedded and available for use within the context of, let's say, the Accelerator Plus. So that is one less license to think about. You're probably looking at the costing here. The costing that I've stated is the costing that you essentially see listed on the Microsoft website. But again, if you've got an enterprise agreement in place, whether you're a not-for-profit organization, maybe you're a public sector organization, your pricing is going to be discounted. So again, go and speak to somebody in IT to find out what the licensing situation is. But Huma, I'm going to hand over to you for now to look at different scheduling features by plan before we then wrap up licensing.
Yeah, so there's a number of plans that are available, similarly to how they were available previously, but obviously some of the features are changing. Now, looking at the basic planner, which is Planner for M365, you don't actually need additional licenses for this. So you just have your M365 license, whether that's part of your E3 or E5 enterprise agreement, and that gives you access to the basic Planner app. And from within that, you can do things like create, edit tasks. You've got access to my tasks, my day, groups, there's Teams integration, of course. And with the new planner, you can see the list, grid and board views of the project plan that you may have been assigned to, as well as some of the basic charts. Some of the reports are available. You do need a Power BI license for that. And then as we move up in terms of functionality, or as we need more and more functionality, then we look to plan 1, 3 or 5. So each of these plans build upon each other. So plan 1 builds upon the M365 basic planner, and it gives you Gantt chart view, as well as backlogs, sprint management, people management and project goals. And you can view some of the advanced dependencies and lead lag and baseline information. So it gives you a little bit more than the M365 license. And if you're just a basic user in terms of creating plans and viewing them, then a plan 1 really should be sufficient for you. Plan 3, when we really move into the professional project manager. So if you are a professional project manager, or you head up a PMO, for example, then I would say the Plan 3 license is really what you're after. Again, that builds on the Plan 1 license, but it allows you to create roadmaps. And additionally, you can start creating your dependencies and your lead lag and baselining. You can create and view reports as well with the Plan 3. And then obviously, if you want to extend the platform, such as an Accelerator app using Wellingtone's Accelerator Plus, then you've got that capability with the Plan 1 as well as a Plan 3. And then Plan 5 is really moving into the portfolio management space. So enterprise task custom fields, that's coming as part of the future release. So we're quite excited about that. You can create them. And demand, program and portfolio management capability is also coming as part of the future release with a P5, and your enterprise resource management capability is available. Of course, again, depending on what you need in terms of portfolio and resource management, you may need to extend and you may need to use the Accelerator Plus to really give you that full experience of portfolio and resource management. So really, in summary, you can start with a basic planner license with your M365 license, and then think about the roles within your organization to then align with the right plans for your licensing model.
Thanks, Huma. And what I would probably add to that is that Plan 1 is really where you need to be for an extended solution as a starter for 10.
Yeah.
The bulk of users that are power users currently are using Plan 3, because Plan 5, as good as it is, it's pretty light on additional functionality beyond Plan 3.
Yeah, yeah.
And exactly. Some of the items that we see signposted, like demand program portfolio management, I mean, we can do that within the Accelerator Plus, for example, and all you need is Plan 3. Yeah. Enterprise resource management, again, there is some added capability within Plan 5, but we can also do a lot of things within the Accelerator Plus, which only require Plan 3 or even Plan 1. So there is some variation around this, some flexibility. Definitely. And Huma, I guess this is where we'd probably need to have more detailed conversations with organizations to really understand what user types, user personas they've got, what the roles and responsibilities are. Exactly. But what we've done is provide a kind of a short snapshot of different user types. We've also outlined what their high-level role requirements might entail. And based upon that, we've put down some recommendations around which licenses we would suggest what the off-the-shelf pricing for those licenses is to give you a total cost per user per month. But again, this is really flexible. It's an area where we often have very detailed discussions to really determine what licenses people actually need. You'll notice on this, we've not really called out Project Plan 5 so far, only because Project Plan 5 doesn't really offer enough variance at this stage to warrant that additional spend. Don't know if I'm allowed to say that, but I'll say that anyways.
You're allowed.
I don't want the Microsoft police knocking on my door. The other thing that I'll call out really quickly is I'm currently referring to Project Plan 1, but Humour, that's recently been renamed, doesn't it?
Oh, actually, you're right. It has. It's now being renamed to Planner Plan 1. So if you are looking to procure the Project Plan 1 licenses, actually, you'll notice that when you put your orders in, it will have changed to Planner Plan 1.
Yeah.
And I think there will be, going forward, the naming will standardize to Planner across the board going forward. The other thing that I wanted to mention is from a reporting perspective, if you're an E5 customer, for example, then you've actually already got the Power BI Pro licenses. So you can reduce the license cost just by reviewing, like Baz said, review what you've already got, and you'll get a better idea of the licensing costs.
That's a really valid point. It actually takes us on to the next slide really nicely, because actually some users don't even need a planner plan, do they? Or a project plan.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so for many users, if all you want to do is really see a view of your assigned work and you want to be able to provide progress updates back to the project managers, then I think having an E3 or an E5 gives you both read-write access on the schedule to your tasks, which again really opens us up to the wider organization and makes it so much easier to collaborate than what it has been historically, where every single user needed to be licensed, which can all add up. Huma, I don't know if you want to add anything else to that.
Yeah, no, it is very cost efficient. The fact that, you know, from a strategic work management perspective, it really opens up the possibility of managing your projects more effectively and more cost effective for you across your estate, because your basic users who just need to update tasks, they'll have an Office 365 subscription. That's all they need. So there is no additional cost for that capability.
And that's really good, because that was one of the most common complaints with Microsoft Project Online, which some of you might be familiar with. Anyways, let's go on and wrap this up now by talking about the Accelerator Plus. So I've already signposted, but the Accelerator Plus is a solution that extends Project for the Web, or Planner as it's now called, into being more of a PMO and enterprise-ready solution. And there's no premium charge for this. So if you engage with us to deploy Planner, or Project for the Web as it used to be called, we give you the Accelerator Plus as a starter for 10, and it can be customized, it can be extended to suit your specific requirements. The other important point here is that it's deployed inside of your Microsoft 365 tenant, and I guess that's great from an IT security perspective, because there's only Microsoft Cloud to think about. And furthermore, this solution only requires Microsoft licensing. So there's no additional proprietary licensing for the Accelerator Plus. It's just the Microsoft licensing that we talked about already. But I guess we've talked about licensing, and it was a really short, sharp session to focus in on that specific topic, because I know it gets really confusing with a multitude of licensing options that are available. So I hope that that's provided you with some food for thought, provided some clarity. If you'd like to get in touch with me or Huma, our email addresses are displayed. You can also connect with us on LinkedIn, please do. And whilst you are on LinkedIn, do also give Wellingtone a follow. We share a ton of content there. And this video, amongst many others, do appear on the Wellingtone channel on YouTube. So if you want to find that, go to youtube.com/Wellingtone PPM. And in fact, if you go there, you will also find demos of the Accelerator Plus and other areas of functionality like resource management or reporting. But from me, guys, thank you very much for tuning in today. Again, I hope you found it useful. Huma, any parting words from you?
I would say I'm very excited about the new planner and all the new capability that's coming. So I really encourage everybody to sign up to the public preview so you can get an idea of the new features that are going to be launched. And reach out to either myself or Baz if you would like to hear more.
Fantastic. And one thing that I will mention on the preview side of it is the preview again is only available on the Teams experience of of Planner. Sorry, too
Yeah.
many terms. But it's only the Teams experience that's coming. But again, if you are wanting to deploy this in a extended setup like Accelerator Plus, you would need to wait for the web experience to be launched later in the year. And for those of you that might already be using Project for the Web, as it's currently known, within either the Microsoft Standard Accelerator or the Accelerator Plus, you won't have to do anything. You will see the transition to the new planner over the course of a year. Your data is not going to be impacted. Your projects are going to be absolutely fine. All you're going to see is a brief rebranding. But again, going off on a tangent now. But guys, again, our details are displayed. Please do drop us a line if you've got any questions. But Huma, thank you very much for joining us today. And
Thank
to everyone else, have a great day ahead.
Thanks. Bye.
Thanks, Huma.